In response to the growing concerns of the environmental impact of buildings, the U.S. Green Building Council established the LEED Green Building Rating System. LEED stands for Leadership on Energy and Environmental Design. LEED credits come in 6 categories: sustainable site, water efficiency, energy and atmosphere, materials and resources, indoor environmental quality, and innovative design. It's a way of validating that your building is green. Green building has enormous momentum in Boston, especially with the Mayor's Green Building Initiative, which requires that every new building construction be LEED certifiable.
Solutions has been in business since 1994. We have 35 collection vehicles and over 1,000 containers of various sizes. As of the summer of 2007, we have serviced over 30 LEED projects totaling more than 5.5 million square feet.
Our company is more than a waste hauler. We are a consultant on the project from beginning to end. We sit down with contractors and developers to devise a construction waste management plan that suits their needs for the project. Our goal is simple: to divert construction waste away from landfills. There are 2 different ways to handle construction waste material on a project. The first system is source separation, and the second system is mixed debris or commingling. When a contractor chooses to use the source separation method for the construction waste, they pre-sort the material on site into specific bins for that material.
To meet gypsum recycling requirements, we designed and created our own style container. In our metal fabrication shop, we can custom build equipment to meet our customers' needs.
Source separation works well on a project when there is a lot of available space for multiple containers, and if there's a lot of one material or various materials that can be source separated. And then we transport these materials off-site to local end markets.
Source separated wood is chipped into smaller pieces, where it is then turned into cabinets, particle board, landscape mulch, and biofuels.
The second manner in which construction waste material can be recycled on a job site is through the mixed debris system. The mixed debris system works really well with projects, particularly in downtown Boston, where there's very little space to work with. With the mixed debris system, all the construction waste is put into one single container. We then transport that to a facility that separates and recycles all that material off-site.
It's a 40,000 square foot facility that came online in late June 2007. The facility is designed to recycle construction and demolition debris from projects in and around the area. Inbound trucks are coming in from Boston and the surrounding areas. The material is dumped or laid out onto the floor as it's tipped. We have machines within the building which kick sort the material, removing the easy to manage or the easy to handle commodity types out of the waste stream right away. The material that is commingled and is not quickly sorted then moves over to an excavator within the building. It's going to break it down to a size that's manageable, and the material is transferred through a conveyor apron up to the top of the picking line. Before the materials can be sorted by hand, it's necessary to sort them with machinery as much as possible. The materials first travel down a 8-inch finger screen. That finger screen vibrates in a motion that allows material smaller than 8 inches to drop through. The 8-inch minus material travels down a conveyor and underneath a magnet, whereby the metals are taken out of the material stream. The material then processes over a star screen, which sifts out materials less than 1 inch. Fines materials are brought to landfill for daily grading and shaping. These materials are not incorporated in the airspace of landfill, needed for disposal of municipal solid waste and other types of waste, but instead are used as soils or temporary cover materials at these landfills. Materials larger than 8 inches drop down onto a conveyor where our team pulls apart and sorts materials by commodity type into each of the bins. Although most people look at dumpsters as the end of the line for solid waste, if the material comes to this facility, it will be recycled or reused. Metal is segregated on our line. All the metal is melted down and is used to produce new metal products. By type of material, wood is the most abundant commodity in the incoming waste stream. Wood is approximately 50% of all inbound material. Asphalt, brick, and concrete, or ABC material, is segregated and removed from our site prior to being crushed and reused as a road bedding or construction heavy base material. Plastics are segregated and transported from our site to a facility that reprocesses the plastic and forms it into a new plastic product. Because our facility can process a load of mixed materials, a demo contractor can bring us a commingled container, yet still recycle all of the commodities included.
Because of the resources we have in New England for construction waste material, it is beneficial for a contractor to utilize the mixed debris system. They don't incur higher labor costs, but yet they still achieve the high recycling rates.
We're now completing a $50 million, 220,000 square foot project going for a silver LEED rating. At the beginning of the project, I was nervous about hitting the 75% recycling rate to meet the LEED requirements for the job. Based on coordination between us and Waste Solutions, we were able to not only meet the 75% rate, but exceed it and get a recycling rate of 91% on this project.
When we looked at the LEED requirements, waste recycling was a key component. And our initial goal was to try to get to 50% so we could at least get one LEED point rating. Waste Solutions basically does everything for us. We just have one or two dumpsters. We put all the materials into those dumpsters. They take the dumpster off site and they recycle it and separate it at their facilities. This project generated approximately 750, I think it was, tons of debris. And we were able to recycle through Waste Solutions 90% of it.
Waste Solutions is chosen for a lot of these LEED projects because of our construction waste management planning and due to the fact that we can guarantee at least 75% recycling on these projects.
We have changed from being just a waste hauler to a recycling consultant and resource manager.
Waste Solutions is a company that I know is an active participant in the environmental community in Boston, and it's nice to know that our goals are in line, and when I go to certain meetings or sit on certain subcommittees that Waste Solutions has a presence there, and that tells me that they're wanting to do the right thing and they're doing the right thing.
When we first started the business, I used to drive a truck. I used to tarp the loads, I used to untarp the loads at the landfill. I used to dump out the load, and I'd look inside the container, I'd be like, you know, all this waste, stuff that could have been recycled.
By using Waste Solutions, it's not just about getting the LEED points. It is about knowing that as a company and as people, we're going to do the right thing.
Working with Waste Solutions for your construction waste management plan will not only bring you recognition under the LEED Green Building Rating System, but will also benefit the environment.